back up. You said you are 73.
73. I turned 73 in December. Oh, can I tell you guys what I did that was just so whack?
Yes.
Okay. So it's like 2 days before my 73rd birthday. I am at the gym and I decided after my 45-minute spin, I was going, something said, you should go get on the treadmill. You remember how you used to take that spin class and then go get on the treadmill and do an 8-minute mile. I had not been on a treadmill. No, serious, listen. I hadn't been on a treadmill in some years. So I'm showing out.
You were showing
I'm
out.
showing
You were
out.
showing
I
out.
was showing out. So I go get on the treadmill. So it's a girl, she's on the treadmill using her head and walking. And I like pump it up to 7. I'm like, miss me with that. I'm getting ready to sprint. I'm sprinting. I see my trainer come in. I'm like, okay, I got enough of this to go in the training room. And he's like, am I really training you today? You all over the place. You got weights, you balancing yourself. What's up? I get to the restaurant and I use the toilet and get up to wash my hands and I see a spider web under the sink. I bend down to get the spider web and my right knee goes snap, crackle, pop.
No.
That was 2 days before my 73rd birthday.
Girl, you OD.
Girl, that knee,
Is it okay now?
that knee said, goodbye. Oh, bitch.
Oh, wait, what about the spider?
It wasn't no spider, it was a spider web. I should have left it there.
I'm done. You did all that. And the spider web
took
bent
me
down.
out. Took me out. But the moral of the story, stay in your lane.
Okay, this is great to know.
She's like, I can do all of this.
Stay in your lane. Oh my gosh, it was so horrible. So I have been dealing with the knee, and I thought to myself, shortly after that, some kind of little sciatica pain popped up, and I said, is this what happened? You turn 73 and your body just falls apart? And then Peter says, we want you to come and post your ass up on a counter, and we're going to use some super glue, and you're going to stick your butt up on a counter. And I said, really?
But by the looks of things, nobody would even know that you're 73, and you walk around, people think you're 30 years younger by the looks of things.
And that's the way it's supposed to be. Yeah. It's called practicing self-love and self-care. So I watched a mother who was 5 feet tall, sometimes could get up to 220 pounds, had double knee replacement, breast cancer. She was a hot mess. And I thought to myself, I do not want that to be my reality.
I relate to that because my family, we just have really bad habits, and like people like to say, oh, this is hereditary, but what's hereditary are these habits.
The habits.
And you know, a lot of my family members do struggle with weight, and at one point when I was in college, I had almost hit 200 pounds.
No way.
I'm 5'3.5", and I remember being like, oh no, I can't do this. And that was when I was struggling to try to be vegetarian. I didn't even know what vegan was, and I just couldn't have the discipline. Like my brain and my spirit were in a fight. So I understand that because I was like, I cannot keep this together. I went on a watermelon fast and like slowly started like to take care of myself. But you have to do it. You
really
can't just accept what you think is
Congratulations, though. I would have never known that. You look amazing now.
Yeah, I mean, well, my vegan journey helped me create a better relationship with
food
and with just like my self-image. And if it wasn't for veganism, I don't know if I would have gotten out of this toxic relationship I had with food.
I was a hot mess. I couldn't do dairy. Definitely. And you know, they like to say that melanated people have a rough time and they're lactose intolerant. I just think humans are lactose intolerant. Okay, you're not supposed to be eating some other species milk. Your mama gave you her milk if she has sense. Right. Your mama gave you her milk if she has sense. No, I didn't have no sense. I didn't have no sense. You know what I gave my baby? Do you know what I gave my baby? No, it was worse than that. Oh, it was so bad. I mean, I was a runner. So, you know, I didn't really, I didn't need big boobs.
I didn't need big
But,
boobs.
but,
I think
but,
anybody needs
I mean, you know,
big
I was a
boobs.
sprinter. So when I had this little girl, I'm like, I'm not letting her latch on me. I'm not, But you know what? She struggled. She suffered because there are things in the human breast milk that's designed for the baby to make sure that they don't get some of the illnesses and go through some of the changes. Ignorance. And that is why knowledge is power. And so when I met my husband, the first thing he did was gave me 2 books. Fit for Life by Harvey and Marilyn Diamond. I read both copies. And The Mucusless Diet Healing System by Professor Arnold Ehret. That book right there will explain to you that no matter what the disease is called, you are on mucus overload.
Right.
Period.
Yes.
Right.
That book is from 1910.
Thank
too.
you.
I need to read that one.
You need to read
because
that
the
one.
mucus is like the biggest
It's
thing.
the biggest thing.
And like all my friends who are like, oh, and I could tell like they're speaking differently. I'm like, girl, cut the
Mucus stuff.
freaking dairy.
Right. So you read these 2 books and you were like, I need to
I
implement
just
change.
changed overnight. I mean, literally. Boy, I met my husband. I was about to turn 40 in the spring of 2009. I think that's when it was. No. It was
1998.
It was 1990. Yeah, it was 1990. I met him. He gave me those books, and my entire perspective on food just completely and totally changed. I was so blessed to have read those books, and I healed because I had asthma. I didn't want to say I had it. I suffered with the effects of asthma, eczema, bloating, and you know, all of that stuff. A lot of it comes from dairy. I just couldn't handle it.
So, I mean, people listening to this, you guys, if you're suffering from some of these things,
Yeah.
changing your diet will help.